Why SEO is like a fishing contest, and when done right, you can't lose. Hey, I'm Sam Dunning, co-owner over at webchoiceuk.com and host of the Top 100 B2B Marketing Podcast Business Growth Show. And if you haven't yet, check out my weekly emails where I share actual B2B marketing, website and SEO tips, useful goodies, podcasts, and more. You can give it a try over at businessgrowth.email. So what the heck do I mean when I say SEO is like a fishing contest? Well, if you think of Google as being a giant lake in this contest, and let's position your company, your brand as having an unfair advantage in this contest because you've got multiple lines in the water. Your competitors might only have a few lines going in, but if you've got that unfair advantage, you've got tons of different fishing lines in every different angle, every different opportunity. You can catch the minnows right through to the great salmon and the blue whales that you're going to be after. So I'm going to dive in and give you tips on how to leverage an unfair advantage when it comes to your SEO. Well, on Google Organic Search, you want to start by looking at the high intent keyword opportunities. And what I mean by that is, what would someone search today if they were looking to have a sales conversation with your team right here, right now? And as I've mentioned on many other episodes, you want to start with the long tail keywords. So not just generic search terms. So to use our industry, if someone just searched websites or web development, they're probably looking to learn more about the space rather than speak to an agency or a company, probably trying to get insights and do something themselves. Whereas if we make that long tail and change that to web development company rather than just web development, or B2B web development, change that to B2B web development company or B2B SEO company, chances are, because they've added that company part onto the end, they want to speak to an agency and have some kind of sales conversation. So think of those opportunities. Then you can use tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, Ubersuggest, Google Keyword Planner. There's a bunch of others as well. You can type in those opportunities or similar keywords around them and then see what opportunities there are, so i.e. how much traffic these search terms get, what your current positionings are, what competitors are ranking for them right now, and also how competitive those keywords are. One thing to consider is that keyword search volume per month isn't the be-all, end-all. Some search terms might be very specific and niche to your industry, and if they have not that much traffic or competition, that can be a really good thing, as they're not necessarily going to yield tons of traffic. But when prospects search for these things, they could be super relevant and have super high intent to speak to your sales team, just like what we aim to rank for around B2B SEO, B2B SaaS SEO, B2B SaaS web development. All these kind of search terms we go for with our agency, we're making sure they're niche, they're honed in to our target audience. So think about that, use relevant tools, make sure you're mapping out those high intent search terms, then building out service pages, product pages, article pages on your site to rank for those. Then, once you have mapped out all the high intent search terms for prospects that want to speak to sales today, then you can look at going slightly higher up the sales funnel for problem-based searches. So what I mean by this are, what are the common issues, the common frustrations, the common problems that prospects, ideal clients come to your team to fix each day. So you can get this information by knowing your ideal customers, speaking to your best current clients, and listening into sales calls or conducting them yourself with target prospects that you want to be doing business with. And if you don't do the sales yourself, then listening to calls with Gong, Chorus, whatever call recording software you have available, and then understand what are these common issues. So for example, in our world of B2B SEO and websites, that might be, my website's not converting. How do I reduce my bounce rate? I'm not getting a steady flow of leads through my website. How do I overtake competitors on Google? How long does it take to rank with SEO? All these common issues, questions, frustrations. We create content to attack it directly, both with our videos on YouTube, our podcasts, and article pages on our website. And some of these search terms, what you find is they might not have a ton of traffic or any traffic showing up in the keyword search tools on Ahrefs, SEMrush, etc. But you know there's demand there because you're getting these questions every day. So simply by putting out content to attack that directly, you're going to show as the solution provider to these issues. You're going to build trust in the market, and that in turn is going to build a long-term flow of not only traffic, but opportunities for your sales team to fix those problems for your ideal clients. And then once you've identified all the keywords, all those target search terms from high intent through to problem searches and question searches that you want to rank for, you want to build out product pages, service pages, or articles where relevant so we can get those ranking and serve our prospects the best possible content. So in our case, on our SaaS web development page, which ranks page 1 right now for B2B SaaS web development and SaaS web development in the UK and a bunch of other countries, to give you an idea of the framework, we started off in this case for this service page by talking about what the offer actually is. Then we've got social proof with client testimonials and third-party reviews. We're talking about what the projects entail, why you should consider one, what the benefits are, why you should launch one, a step-by-step of how you can launch a SaaS web project, popular types of SaaS web projects, examples in the real world, how these are priced up, some featured case studies, so some examples that we can do what we say we claim, a bit more about the costs, then a video run through, and then finally FAQs that are not only answering questions, but literally these are questions we get on sales calls. So in our case, how much does one cost? How long does it take? How can we discuss a project? Can you provide examples? Can you market these? So not only are we answering common questions that we know we get asked that are going to resonate, but also handling objections, making our sales team's life easier whilst giving valuable content to rank on Google. So this is quite a long form page. And to give you a couple tips, you want to actually Google these target search terms that you're trying to rank, check what competitors are ranking well right now, and look for different angles, opportunities, areas that you can surpass their content in terms of handling questions, in terms of addressing pain points, giving social proof. Maybe you've got unique data insights like stats, surveys, etc. Maybe you've got a cool video walkthrough. Maybe you can step-by-step the process a lot better. So look for all those angles to improve the content, give a better user experience, make sure it works well on mobile, tablet, and PC, have clear social proof and call to actions on your pages, and also do good technical SEO. So page titles, heading tags, sort out your metadata, so your titles and descriptions it shows in the search engine ranking pages, image alt tags, etc. Make sure the page loads nice and fast, and then you can look to start surpassing your competitors for those target keywords and ranking pages. So to summarize, to win the phishing contest that is showing in the top spots on Google organic search, you need to understand what your ideal clients are searching when they want to speak to sales today, right through to when they have problems they want fixed and questions they want answered. So in order to do so, we've got to use tools to actually see what those high intent searches are and speak to our ideal clients to know what their problems, what their questions they want answered are, and then address that directly with service pages, product pages, and article pages on your website, providing great content that addresses all those points, builds trust, handles objections, and guides them to take the next step. And the only thing we haven't talked about is off-page SEO, so building quality links to then juice up those pages, build up those page rankings. So if you are in a niche sector, just doing these on-page techniques that we've talked about today can be enough. But when it gets to very competitive search terms, you might want to consider building quality backlinks. And there are many other episodes on the YouTube channel and on the podcast with lots of ideas to build backlinks for both free and paid options. And there we have it. I hope you found this episode of use. As always, if you're on Apple or Spotify, a quick rating or review is appreciated, or on YouTube, a subscribe goes a long way. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.